a scenario where they found themselves unable to communicate with a client due to language barriers, despite the technological advances. As a matter of fact, according to the survey done by ACFL, 1 in 4 US employers lost business due to lack of language skills. Our names are Peyton, Alexander, Elton, and Abigail, and today we will be introducing you to our product, Voice for the World, a device that assists in language translation with the help of AI. Our product aims to aid in communication for people around the world without the need to worry about language barriers. Our product would eliminate the concern for pesky language barriers, as well as eliminate the extra expenses of language translation for businesses, since, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, businesses waste an average of $30 an hour on translators and interpreters, which averages out to about $63,000 a year that a business spends on language translation alone. In our presentation, we will be discussing the problem we intend to solve with our product, how we plan on executing effective AI translation, as well as introducing you to our product and business.
Telecommunications have a very major issue: language barriers. Language barriers in all forms of communication across the globe negatively affect the ability for groups to communicate effectively, such as in business or in healthcare. This can cause a number of issues when attempting to communicate across languages, including misunderstandings, reduced effectiveness, and even conflicts, which can ultimately hinder the achievement of common goals, which, as cited in the article, Language Barriers and Their Impact on Communication in Different Fields by Al Mutairi. In international business, for example, even simple misunderstandings can become major problems when teams from different countries and/or cultures work together on the same project. Differences in language can affect how employees understand instructions, deadlines, and responsibilities and expectations. Language barriers can also slow decision-making because information often needs to be translated several times before all parties involved can understand it. This can range anywhere from a mild hindrance to, in some cases, such as the Costa Concordia disaster, major issues. Language barriers are a global issue, such as in healthcare, where miscommunication between healthcare providers and their patients can cause incorrect diagnosis, inappropriate treatments, and disparity in healthcare access and quality. Flores 2006, as cited in the previous article. For example, a patient who cannot clearly describe their symptoms may receive the wrong diagnosis and therefore receive the wrong care or treatment. A patient may also misunderstand the instructions for their medications or follow-up care if they cannot understand the language their instructions are provided in. This can obviously lead to worsening their problems if they, for example, receive the wrong medicine. Another example would be in business, where language barriers can affect international trade, negotiations, and workplace productivity. Lewis 2018, as cited in the previous article, multinational corporations often have employees from many different countries, which makes effective communication essential for teamwork and productivity, which language barriers get in the way of. Companies expanding into international markets must translate marketing materials, product instructions, and customer support to avoid confusion and to build trust with their consumers. Finally, customer service representatives in multinational businesses may struggle to assist customers outside of their country if they do not speak the same language, which can lead to both lower customer satisfaction and a loss of business.
Voice of the World is a product that would help bridge the gap between language barriers. To do this, our product will be using a AI translation model called Maestra. And again, one of the reasons that for the lack of AI translation models out there in the market is because AI models do tend to have a problem translating nuance, culture, and context. But with Maestra, it could help solve that issue because you could be able to go in there and manually add that nuance and context for the cultures and stuff to have more accurate translations. The Maestra translation model is considered a live translation model, meaning that it could do two things. It could transcribe what you say into live captioning for meetings and stuff, or like on Zooms or TeamSpeak or other stuff like that. Or for what we'll be using it for our product is the auto dubbing feature. And what it would do is it will translate what you say into the target language, and it will either speak it back to you in an AI voice, or it will clone your voice and speak it back to you in the target language. Maestra can translate into 125 different languages. And from what I've researched, Maestra is accurate in its translations, and it does have a strong sounding translations as well. This is due to how Maestra was trained. It was trained using the DeepL and OpenAI training modules. And again, the only issues it could really has is with complex sentence structures and deep idiomatic expressions. But again, we could solve a lot of those issues with the manual review and adding a lot of the missing context to those translations and stuff manually.
Now, let's talk about our product. Introducing the Voice for the World, making communication in different languages simple and easy. Our translation device is equipped with a headset, microphone, and portable speaker. It uses a ChatGPT and Maestra AI system to detect a language someone is speaking to you in, and it translates it into the language of your choice you set onto the device. After that, you can respond using the microphone, and what you say translates it into their language through the portable speaker. It has over 125 languages. All you have to do is flip a switch and choose the certain language that you want to hear. And obviously, the AI will detect what is the incoming language, and it will, once you use the microphone to talk back, it will come out into that incoming language. The accuracy on this product will be spot on. According to Bluneta.com, ChatGPT excels in creating natural, human-sounding translations by understanding context, idioms, often outperforming the more literal approach of Google Translate. People all over the world use Google Translate, and I would say it is wishy-washy here and there when you're traveling, making business calls, doing all that. You need everything to be 100%. This is why the Voice of the World is the product for you. And this is our website, www.voicefortheworld.com. And you see, we will charge $400 for the device. And also, our target demographic would be businesses in the Medicare field and the corporate world, because today the world is evolving and businesses are going to need to communicate with others that are overseas. According to Kent.edu, in 2026, more business-to-business companies are expanding internationally and focusing on customer experience. So obviously, people are going to need to talk to other people, but just because of that language barrier, often you have to spend this money to go get a translator, or you have to use Google Translate, which isn't always 100%. This is why the Voice of the World is and will be a great product for you.
Our product, Voice for the World, is here to stay, and we strive to become the best real-time language translation device on the market, eradicating the language barrier using our state-of-the-art AI systems with incredible accuracy. Do you want language barriers to affect your business deals? Do you want to compromise communication? If not, was that it? Are we done?
Do you want to
You kind
redo
of
that
like froze
last
there.
part because you kind of like cut out a little bit your internet?
Oh, shoot. Okay. Do I go now?
Yes.
Our product, Voice for the World, is here to stay, and we strive to become the best real-time language translation device on the market, eradicating the language barrier using our state-of-the-art AI systems with incredible accuracy. Do you want language barriers to affect your business deals? Do you want to compromise communication with your clients? If not, invest in the Voice for the World translation device today and level.
Good job, everyone.
Is that good? Okay.
And then Alexander, are you just